Welcome to Budget Beauty, where I help you look flawless for less. Welcome back, and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, and this is Budget Beauty. We do everything beauty on a budget, and that includes eyeshadow palette reviews, tutorials, first impressions, and it is spooky season. It is October, it is time for fall, time for Halloween, and I am so incredibly excited about the brand new Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collection. As soon as I saw that this was released, add to cart. I was so excited about this. I actually own both of the other Colourpop Hocus Pocus palettes, and this one I thought they nailed the packaging, nailed the theme. It's absolutely adorable. So I decided to pick up not just the palette, but the Soul Body highlighter and one of the lip glosses. So today we're doing a first impression tutorial and review of the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collection. So if you're excited, give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week, and I have a ton of tutorials here on my channel. So definitely check out the makeup tutorial playlist. Down in the description box, I will link all of the Hocus Pocus 2 collection with a discount for you, as well as all of my favorite beauty boxes, the other makeup that I'm wearing today, and of course, come on over, follow me on TikTok for a little bit more beauty on a budget. So let's jump in to the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collection. So like I said, of course I had to pick up the palette. I'm going to go ahead and insert some footage here of the unicarton and the palette itself. Like I said, they nailed the packaging. The All Hallows Eve pressed powder palette. The packaging is so nice. It is so perfectly themed for Hocus Pocus. Even the inside of the unicarton has some patterns, some green with some witchy type of items, but the palette itself, when you pull it out of the packaging, is so cool because it translates the three sisters on the front, and you pull it out and then you can see the three sisters peeked through the unicarton as well. The palette itself does not have a mirror. It just has this super cute image of the three sisters at the top. And the color story, I really, really like the color story. I love that there's a deep black, a deep purple, and a green, and even a brown to add some depth. There's a matte heavy palette, which I appreciate as well, but there are some really beautiful colors and shimmers in here. I love the pop of green, the pop of purple, the orange, all the Halloween colors, but it screams Hocus Pocus 2. So not only did they do a great job with the packaging, they did a great job with the color story as well. So we need to find out if this is the good Colourpop formula when we apply this to my eyes. So I also picked up the Soul Body highlighter in the shade Find the Book. Now this was the only Soul Body highlighter that was released. Again, the packaging is so cute. The three sisters on the front, absolutely adorable. And the packaging of this is the Colourpop bronzer packaging. It's more of a plastic type, but I do love the cat on the front. I love the green and the black. There is a mirror inside the highlighter palette, which is really nice as well. And then the highlighter is this beautiful shifty duochrome gold to green to white. This is a Soul Body highlighter. So they say you can put this on your body or your face. We're using it as highlighter on my face because I love a shifty highlighter. One complaint, and a major complaint about this highlighter, is the packaging is really, really hard to open. I had to dig my fingernail in there to get the packaging to open, which I find is pretty common with this plastic type of packaging from Colourpop. So I wish that they would change their packaging a little bit, but the highlighter itself is duochrome goodness. It is shifty, it is beautiful, and I can't wait to use it. There were quite a few lip products released for the Hocus Pocus 2 collection, but I decided to go ahead and pick up the shade Boys Will Love Me. This is the one that really, really spoke to me. I love that it's this black purple kind of glittery gloss. The packaging, again, is 10 out of 10. Everything from the unicarton to the lip gloss packaging itself is so nice. It has a really nice doe foot applicator. And again, I'm really excited to try this on my lips with my eye look. They also released some Jelly Much shadows in the collection, which I passed on, but I am really excited to test out everything I picked up. So let me zoom you in and let's get started. I've already primed my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I'll link that down below for you. So let's dig into the All Hallows Eve palette. It's always so hard to decide what I want to do with my look. I definitely want to go with a more Halloween-y vibe look, but I kind of want it to be a little on the grungy side too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 different mattes in my crease so we can really test out the deep, the mid-tone, and the light mattes in the palette. We'll also use a couple of shimmers, and then we'll pop a different color matte on my lower lash line so we can really get a feel for the quality. So I'm going to start with this green matte here called Cursed. Now this is a matte with glitter. So it does have a little bit of glitter in it. You can also see when I tap my brush in, I do get a little bit of kick up. Not an issue for me. That generally means it's really pigmented. And I'm actually going to apply that on the inner third of my crease. Since there's no mirror in the palette, I'm actually going to use the mirror in the highlighter. Ooh, this is really pretty. I love the chartreuse green. It's laying down really nice, very, very pigmented. And once I apply it to my eye, I'm not seeing any glitter. So the glitter is just in the shadow itself in the pan, but once applied to the eye, there is no glitter at all. It's a nice, smooth, creamy matte. Although there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan, I have no fallout on my face, which is amazing because I've already done my face. I've set my face as well, so I can easily brush away fallout, but it's nice to know that their pigmentation, the kick up is coming from pigmentation, and that there's no fallout. I really, really love this green color. I love a good chartreuse green. Next, I'm going to use the shade Wicked Ways. This is a matte with shimmer. It looks like there's not as much shimmer as the green, but maybe a little bit of shimmer in there as well. And that purple color is going to go in the middle third of my crease. So I'm going to tap that in and then blend it in with the chartreuse color. This is really pretty too. I always say that purples are a little bit hard to formulate. They can be really, really patchy, but this one is going on really nicely. Now it's not as pigmented on the eye as I was hoping, so I'm going to dip back in, get a little bit more on my brush, and we'll see if it's buildable. Oh yes, that definitely built up nicely. That is a really beautiful purple color. And again, once I put it on my eyes, I don't see any of the shimmer or the glitter in the shadow. There is that darker purple matte in the palette too. I could have used that, but I want to reserve the deepest shade for my outer corner. I love to add depth to my looks, as you guys know. So I'm gonna reserve that deep color for that outer corner, but that dark purple would be really pretty in the crease as well. Both of those colors are really nice. They blended really nicely together. There's that definite distinction between the two, which I appreciate, so it didn't become muddy with application. And for the outer portion of my eye, I immediately wanted to do the black till midnight, but I'm gonna go in with Night of Sins, which is this deep, grungy kind of forest green. And I'm going to use that to deepen up my outer corner rather than the black, just to add a little bit more color to the look. Oh, this is so pretty. So this has forest green with a little bit of a blue undertone, which I really like. And it is definitely deep enough that you could use this in place of the black and get that deep, dark outer corner. This shade is absolutely beautiful. I like to tap, 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 and then do a little bit of blending. Again, it laid down nicely. I have no patchiness at all. It's such a beautiful color. And then I'm just going to take that fluffy brush and just blend everything out around the edges just so that there's no harsh lines. So beautiful. I absolutely love these colors. So now we're gonna play around with some of the shimmers in the palette. So our shimmers are these 2 lighter shades, this green color here, this green in the middle, and then this really pretty orange, and this more taupey brown. So I like that there's colorful shimmers, there's more neutral shimmers. Ooh, it's so hard to decide. Because I haven't used any orange in this look yet, I'm going to start with the orange shimmer shade here called Marvelous. And I'm going to use my finger to apply that. I like to show you how you can apply shimmer shades with your finger and with a brush. So I'm going to take Marvelous and I'm going to apply that on my lid, kind of focusing on the outer 2/3. Ooh, that's really beautiful. Now this is very much of a lighter shimmer. You're not going to get that really shimmery look out of it. It is a little bit more of a luster shimmer rather than those really pretty sparkly shimmers, but it is 100% buildable. Look at that. Just going in one more time, I got so much more color payoff, and it is a beautiful orange. Then I'm using a brush to apply the shimmer through another batch. Oh, this color green shimmer is so beautiful. And I'm going to use that for the inner portion of my lid. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It blends perfectly with the matte chartreuse shade. Wow, I love this shimmer. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this color. This is one of those beautiful, sparkly, shimmery, gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer shades. And then of course I have to use Candle is a Light, this kind of duochrome shifty gold to green. And I'm going to put that as my inner corner highlight. Oh yeah, that is stunning. Wow, that is such a beautiful, beautiful color. It is very duochrome. I love the shift, the gold to the green, and it looks really nice paired with all the green that I have there in the inner portion of my lid. I was debating, do I do an orange lower lash line or a purple lower lash line? And purple's winning out. So I'm going into the shade Observe, and I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line. And that is that deep purple shade in the palette. Ooh, I love this color. I am going to pick up the orange shade in the palette, which is called Doomed. I love all the imprints in the pans. This one has a skull. So cute. I grabbed a little bit more fluffy brush to buff that in with the purple. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this whole Halloween vibe. And then back into that shimmer shade Marvelous. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that and kind of buff that on the inner corner of my lower lash line to give me that whole shimmery lower lash line that I love. So here is the eyeshadow look before I apply liner and mascara. I love this. It is so fun. It's so Halloween, and we were really able to test out a lot of the mattes and shimmers in the palette. Okay, I have mascara and liner on, and let me just tell you, I'm in love with this look. I'm in love, 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 but I am also very excited to test out the Soul Body highlighter. And again, this is the shade Find the Book. So I have a fluffy little highlighter brush here. Pick that up. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty highlight. Wow, do you see that? Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is prettier than I thought that this was going to be. I love how shifty it is. You know I love a good See You from Space highlight. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I just don't love the packaging, but I love the highlight. Oh, wow. I mean, can we just, for a moment, appreciate the highlight? Oh, that is so pretty. So that would be sort of fun for like Halloween if you applied it here to your collarbone area and just gave yourself like that little bit of shimmer there. But oh my gosh, I really, really love this. This is so pretty. I'm really happy I picked this up. And lastly, let's try out the Boys Will Love Me gloss. I'm so excited for this too. Doesn't have any scent. I don't smell anything. Ooh, that's fun. So I have nothing on my lips, no liner. I don't have anything on them. They are bare. I like the doe foot. The doe foot, even though she's small, she is mighty and going on really nicely. I love how glossy it is with that little tiny bit of hint of purple. It's kind of like a gray purple. I really, really like it. I guess more of like a shifty, it's more of like a shifty gray black purple. It isn't super opaque. It's definitely more like a gloss, but what I appreciate about it is it lets the eye look just stand out, and the highlighter. I mean the highlighter. And the highlighter just stand out, stand on their own. Feels really nice on the lips, not sticky at all. Another winner. So here's the completed look for today. Let's go over my final thoughts on the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collection. I'll let you know whether or not I think it's a must-have, it's a skip. Are there pieces that are a must-have? Pieces that are a skip? I'm going to give you my honest opinion, first impression review of the entire collection. Let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette, the All Hallows Eve palette. Like I said, the packaging, the cover, the theming of this whole collection is absolutely perfection. I think this is the best Hocus Pocus collection that they've put out. Like I said, they've released two other collections last year and the year prior. I have both of those palettes. I like both of those palettes, but I really love this one. I love all the depth in this palette. You have so many options for deep, dark looks, lots of shimmers, lots of mattes, and I love that there's everything from neutral to really colorful. I love this little shade. Candle is a Light. That is a beautiful shade, and then this duochrome green. Oh my gosh. The palette is really nice. It's super easy to use, super easy to formulate an eye look. I love that I was able to use a lot of the mattes, a lot of the shimmers, really truly test it out, and I really love it. Highly recommend this. If it's not already sold out, chances are it will sell out. So if you're interested, definitely go pick it up. Again, I'll link everything down below with the discount. Highlight. Oh my gosh, I think it was clear in the tutorial portion that I love the highlight. I love how shiny and shimmery and beautiful it is. It does not sit on the skin. It actually blended into the skin really nicely, but you still get that really pretty kind of green to gold duochrome shift. It goes absolutely perfectly with the palette. It's even pretty on the chest area, especially for dressing up for Halloween, or if you just want a little bit of shimmer on the décolleté area. I hate the packaging. I really don't love the packaging. I love the theming of the packaging, but it's really hard to open. But I'll live with it because the highlighter itself is gorgeous. And lastly, the Boys Will Love Me lip gloss. As I've been wearing it more, I really enjoy this. It feels really nice on the lips. Zero stick. I hate stick. It's like a fly trap with your hair and things outside blowing around. So I love that it's not sticky. It just adds a lot of hydration, a little bit of color, which I love because, I mean, I wouldn't want gray, black, purple lips, but it does give that little bit of color with lots and lots of gloss. I really love this. I may actually pick up the other shades because I really like the formula of this. So all in all, the whole collection, everything I tried. Now I did not try the Jelly Mud shadows, but I've heard that they're really nice as well. But everything I've personally tried, I love and can highly recommend. So again, I'll link it down below for you. Grab it while you can with the discount code. Way to go, Colourpop. You nailed this collection.